Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all from whatever part of the world you're from and whatever time you choose to watch this video. Hope you all are having a nice day. So today's verses will be taken from the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 11 to 12, which says, "But he who is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." So Jesus is just telling the disciples here the true value of a leader, how a leader should truly behave. Because like even though you may be a leader in a position, high position, you shouldn't take that advantage to oppress people, but you should be humble. You should use that opportunity to serve the people and not to oppress them. Because like the humility is a true value is a value of a true leader. Whether you're a minister of God, whether you're a servant of God, whether you're a worker in the vineyard of God, whatever thing you're doing, you should not be proud. You should be humble, because people don't know that proud becomes before a fall. It's humility that brings people up. When you're humble, even though when you act as if you're nothing, it brings you up than being proud, than being boastful in the position that you are. People don't know pride becomes before a fall. Even the Bible says that God resists the proud and give grace to the humble. Whoever is humble will be lifted up. Whoever acts as if they're nothing will be lifted up to be something. No, people just take pride in what in the position they are, even though they might not be at the best position, but taking pride in it, oppressing people. But even though you may be a leader, you should serve the people. To serve the people you're being leaders over. Even Jesus himself, he was the Son of God. Yet he left all the pleasures in heaven. He came to serve us on earth. He came to lead us. He came to earth where we are to lead us and direct us. Even the disciples, he washed the feet of his disciples as their leader, as their boss. He washed their feet, even though it was supposed to be the disciples washing Jesus' feet, but Jesus himself washed the feet of his disciples. He was humbled to the point of death. Yes, we as human beings were proud. We take pride in the positions we are in. Even there's this comedy that, when I say comedy, that my family used to watch. Like they used to do films as well. That this film that they produced called Pride, and there's the Geo, like past head of the church, that was talking to his pastors under him. That he said one important fact that we must all keep in mind. That he said, if you're too big to serve, you are too small to lead. And that, I just deep that, when you're a leader, if you're too small to lead, if you're too big to serve, then you're too small to lead. Like if you cannot serve, then there's no point in leading the people. If you cannot serve the people, if you cannot serve in the position you're in, people take pride in, oh, who am I to for you to talk to me like this? Who am I to be in this position? I deserve a bigger position. I deserve to lead a certain people. Then if you're acting that way, then you don't deserve to lead anybody. We human beings, we have ego, we have pride, we have everything, but that's nowhere from but except from the pit of hell, because even the devil had pride in him. That's how he was sent out of heaven. Imagine he wanted to take the place of God. He wanted to override God. Like, why would you want to try and do that? Even there's other people that are working for God in the kingdom of heaven. Yes, the devil wanted to overtake God. There was Angel Michael, the warrior angel. There was Angel Gabriel, the messenger angel, and then the devil, who was that's the choir master, wanted to take the position of God. So we all have that nature as well. We want to be this. We want to be big. We want to take over the authority. We don't want to submit. But whoever cannot submit will not be exalted. Whoever is not humble cannot be exalted. Just like the way he said in verse 12 here. And whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. So if you're proud, sorry, you will be humbled by force. People who don't want to be humbled in the first place will be humbled by force, because they will be brought to a position where they have to be humble in shame. So why won't you humble yourself in the first place, so you'll be put into a higher position that you wanted to be in the first place? So remember that if you are too big to serve, you are too small to lead. It's as simple as that. So, as a child of God, as a minister of God, as a servant of God in His vineyard, you must be submissive, you must be humble, so that you be exalted. You may be exalted and put in a position, higher position that you want to be in, to glorify God's name and not put all God's name to shame. So I pray that this word stays in your mind. Be humble, be submissive. Don't be proud. Pride leads to your downfall. So I hope you stay blessed. I hope God leads you, God directs you. Pray to God that God will help you to be humble and submissive to His will as you work for Him in His vineyard. So I pray that God blesses you, God guides you through the day. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.